Hey y'all, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I'm going to talk a little bit about business. And it's interesting as I watch the monkeys. I don't know if you all can see them. There isn't anything like trying to do a video and then you see monkeys begin to jump all over the place. So anyway, Choice here. I wanted to take a moment and talk about business relationships. And many of us come into these great ideas and we form partnerships with people. But let me talk about this aspect that many of us don't really take into consideration. All we think about is how we can blow up the business, make it good, stick in it for the long term or the short term, and reap the gain. But when we get into partnerships, we're usually looking for what the other partner can bring to the table so that we can come in together and make it work. But a lot of things that we don't take in consideration is where that person is vibing. What are their ongoing vibes? Like, where do they normally vibe or hang, you know? So let's say it like this. You want to, let me use this example. If you notice that someone is not, they criticize everything, or they have a hiccup about everything, or they find the problems and the issues. Now this can be good, but you have to recognize whether or not this is how they go on most of the time, rather than offer a solution. They can lay down all the issues, okay? And suppose this is the person that's carrying the money bag. Or the marketing skills, or the product, or the what do you call the market, with the market. Or they have some things going on with them. Perhaps you notice that they may be a little sickly quite often. A lot of us will put on rose-colored glasses or even black glasses and ignore these signs, the clear signs. However anyone is vibing most of the time is what they're going to bring to the table most of the time. Even if they don't mean to be this way. If their frequency is in the area of doubt, fear, suffering, pain, jealousy, envy, animosity, regret, all kinds of things, lack, you're bringing all of that into your business. And do a self-check. Remember, everything is always showing you something. So it's a great possibility that is a reflection of what's going on within yourself. Okay? So don't ignore that. If you're attracting someone with certain type of behavior patterns, certain type of a certain mindset. Remember, this is all going into your bowl. If during the unfolding, if one doesn't come to recognize some of their weaknesses within, some of their shortcomings, some of the things that they have to work out in order to move on to the next level, if they don't come to recognize that and then make a decision to make some changes about that, that's going to be an ongoing thing in your business relationship. In fact, it'll get stronger as time goes on, because as people become more and more comfortable, they display more and more of themselves. they come out of they reveal more of themselves. The mask begins to drop. So if you notice that you have to look beyond what it seems the person is bringing to the table, as far as where it be money, expertise, products, or market, or whatever else, or brilliant ideas, or even the stamina to make it happen. You have to take into consideration there are some other things that will soon show up, if it's if it's not obvious already, as you begin to build, which is usually the cause of many breakups, the reason why many businesses collapse, or the reason why many businesses thrive. Because as one discovers certain weaknesses, certain limitations, they go in there and they get it straight. And then they move on. They fix that and they move on. They fix the next and they move on. They readjust, they adjust things, and they keep it moving. But when you're with someone that does not recognize adjustments are needed, or are very rigid in their thinking, they will hold the process, they will hold the progression, they will hold the growth of whatever it is that you all are trying to accomplish. They would stagnate that. So just a quick word, just a quick reminder. I'll make another video about this, but whenever you form a partnership or you're considering a partnership, you have to look a little deeper into what all comes with the expertise of the other individual, or the resources that the other individual is bringing to the table. Because it can be a great thing or a very interesting ride, a very interesting experience. Hey, it'll only prepare you for the next, and the next, and the next. Anyway, much love. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste.